Remember back in the days, your first relationship. What was it like?
Oh.
Like when your first boyfriend,
I didn't have a first boyfriend. Like, my first boyfriend was in college.
Why are you speaking so quietly? Okay, so what was it like?
I don't know. I don't even... Oh, we met each other in English class. It was boring.
It was boring? Okay, so, I mean...
Yeah, it was... We didn't have phones back then.
I know, but when we first started, like, noticing guys and stuff, we would look and maybe there would be notes and you would whisper to your friend, I like him. See if he has a girlfriend. Did you ever do that?
No, I was the weird horse girl.
Okay, so back in the day...
I did. That's the truth.
So... You've totally destroyed my intro.
I totally did.
All right, so nowadays...
Maybe I should ask you, because seriously, I was like, all I did was go to school to go to the horses. Like, it's like, that's the only reason I went to school was so I could go see my horse.
Okay, so back in the days before the internet happened, it was all about you in this environment where you're with a group of people, you see someone you like, and you talk to your friends, and you're like, hey, does he have a boyfriend or does he have a girlfriend? I remember in high school, there was one time at my table, someone wrote on the desk, hello. And I responded during the period I was taking the class, hi. And for the next month, we had these conversations.
Writing on the desk?
On the desk.
Oh my gosh.
Back and forth. And I didn't know who this guy was. But I was intrigued and I was attracted to a guy who was just really nice, who would write messages to me.
On the desk.
On the desk. So imagine now, when you have...
That's kind of cute.
It is kind of... He was very good looking. Anyway, so imagine now you have your phone and you meet someone and you meet them in a group of friends and you start texting with them. And it's great. And you're texting back and forth and you're doing it for a while. And then the person you're texting says, you want to go out. What do?
Freak out?
Well, we're going to discuss that today on Breaking Formation. All right, welcome to Breaking Formation, a show where we talk about how to navigate for young people, how to navigate this day and age with social media and AI, and give tips and tools for parents who have young people and trying to do this all together. Mm-hmm. I'm your co-host, Merryl Tengesdal. I'm here with Shea Phinney.
Hello. How's it going?
What do you do, Shay?
We're in a goofy mood this Sunday morning.
We're in a great mood because we're talking about dating, and it's so...
It's fun.
Yeah, it's so nostalgic.
She's just making fun of me because I didn't date in high school. I just rode horses all the time.
And I was really, boys consumed a little bit of my time, probably more than most people would know about me, but...
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's all good. So I am a psychotherapist specializing in trauma and adolescent brain health.
Yes. So welcome, and I'm glad we're here today talking about dating. Dating, the landscape has changed
100%.
Significantly. We have a lot of texting that goes on. I'm watching I'm gonna call him out. My son go through this right now where teenagers or preteens talk a lot on the phone. And then they decide, hey, let's date. But they don't meet each other in person. They just continue the conversation on the phone. And I find it very weird to me, but it's okay. But then they also have this relationship. They may or may not see each other, and then they break up on the phone. So how does this work, mentally? How does this affect them emotionally? How does this affect them for their daily lives? Yeah, no,
I think that's a great question because a lot of relationships now are fostered through social media. I mean, it's meeting other kids through chat rooms or games. There's a lot of online communities where kids are meeting each other. And so then those relationships continue to grow and blossom through that just connection. Was it texting or like voice memos or little video chats or things like that? So, I think that, I think you're developing real, true feelings for a person you're not in physical contact with, because those a lot of times, sometimes even texting and FaceTiming or whatever can be a little bit more emotional and vulnerable than when you're meeting somebody in real person.
I agree. I mean, when I opened up saying that I wrote to a guy on the desk in, maybe he was in third period and I was in seventh period, it was like there was some connection. Like in your mind, you're creating this character.
Yeah.
That is cool and that you want to get to know more, but you can't. But that's the draw. You don't see them, but you yearn for that. I'm going to use a novel term. You yearn for them.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like a fantasy, right? Like
it is fantasy.
There's an excitement that happens.
Yes, and so the novelty of it goes on. It keeps going, but then eventually it wanes and it goes away. And I think these relationships, at least on the phone, those things happen a lot quicker. Mm-hmm. And so for young people going through this, the ups and downs are very frequent and very quick. And so as parents, I think we have to understand, number one, they're going through this. Number two, it's normal. Mm-hmm. And it's okay. I did the old school version of it back in the, dare I date myself, in the 80s, because this happened in probably 86.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're old. No, just kidding.
Super old.
That was what, like fourth grade then?
No, I was
86? You were 12, right?
No, I was
12. Oh, yeah, you're older than me.
I am old. Thank you for pointing that out.
Not by much.
Not by much. So these feelings are real. They shouldn't be dismissed, in my opinion. And once that develops and the relationship develops, they're going to go through breakups and they're going to go through things very well. So I guess let's talk about some tools that parents can use or that teens can use, preteens, to navigate through this.
Yeah, I think going back, we first kind of need to define like what the type of relationships are, right? Like there are different stages. There's like the talking stage, like, oh, I'm just talking to him, I'm just talking to her. And really that's what it is. There's just a casualness around it. It's just, we're having a conversation. Maybe you got a bad grade in a class and you're going to text this boy for emotional support, right? That's kind of that texting. And then there's the situationship, which is, there's a little bit more flavor to it, if you will. Maybe some misunderstandings and miscommunication. And it's awkward, right? Like, I'm only talking to you and I'm only interested in you, but we're not fully dating.
Yes.
We're just in this like weird limbo kind of thing. So it's not talking, but it's not full-blown relationship.
Yes, and some of it's because they can't date until they're 16.
Exactly.
Like my son.
That's right. Make a note, girls. Or there's distance, right? They don't have a car and they live away, a ways from each other, and mom won't drive them.
Correct.
Take notes. And then there's the like the actual boyfriend-girlfriend type of relationship, or girlfriend-girlfriend, pronouns removed, relationship where there's a real relationship forming.
Yes.
And so I think that, I think it's important to know like the type of relationships kids are going into.
All right. So for parents that they see the texting at first, should they be worried?
I don't think they should be worried, but I think with anything that comes regarding the internet, definitely be proactive in knowing who your kids are talking to.
Absolutely. For me, if my kid uses the phone, and they can't have phones until they're 13. My son just turned 13. I still haven't relinquished the phone, but at any time I could take the phone and I can look at all the text messaging.
Mm-hmm.
If I notice that anything has been deleted, it's automatic. You will not have the phone. But also, then they don't know. Sometimes there's backups,
right?
So they don't understand that fact.
Yet
They don't understand yet. However, if I sense or see any type of deception, they lose privileges.
Smart, very
Period.
smart.
So knowing who they talk to, and I'm pretty familiar. I tell my son no unknown numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing. So
yeah,
the first part, it's okay.
Yeah, I think the other thing too is, as a parent, knowing what apps are available out there, and what apps the kids are using, and then also familiarize yourself with the slang that kids are using, the acronyms, how they abbreviate words.
Yes.
Because like for us, BRB, okay, Barb. Like when I first saw BRB, Barb, but I'm making that one up.
Okay, so, good.
But don't judge. No.
Wasn't.
Be right back, right? Like,
yes.
But honestly though, when you first saw BRB, did that Be Right Back come in your mind?
Yes.
Oh God.
But
did it come for you, Ross?
No, I'm really bad.
Okay.
But remember, I've been using computers since the 300 baud modem. I mean, I was.
She invented
the computer.
I mean, I'm not Al Goring
she took
anything.
crystals out of things and made payphones.
And made a lot of things. So, I mean, I was definitely, I think I had a Commodore VIC-20. Go look that one up. Back in the day, I had a Commodore VIC-20 and a Commodore 64. And I was doing things with a 300 baud modem that I
don't even know what language you're talking now.
I'm sorry. So I'm just a little bit more familiar.
Right.
My
sophisticated.
Yeah, my high school graduation gift, my mom gave me like $200 and I went to an auction to build a computer. That's a little known fact about me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, for people that are less sophisticated with acronyms than Merrill, know what the acronyms are. Know what the code words are.
Yes.
Because a lot of these apps these days also have like locations and things like that. So definitely make sure you're educated as a parent of what's available, what's going on out there.
Right. And so, the telephone companies like Verizon, they have a family plan where you can put phones on there and you can actually enable certain things. So I shut phones off, I lock or unlock phones, or I could see permissions need to be asked to put different programs on. So, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super important.
So that's the first part about the talk. So next, the situationship.
Yeah, I mean, still the same thing, because kids can have situationships with kids in New York, from California, right? Because the situationship is really just that, a very emotionally driven relationship, but with no clear delineation of, are we for real or are we just talking? We're just in the we're in the middle. We're in a situation, right? So being just really clear on that. I think the other thing too is about the situationships is knowing that they can stop as quickly as they started, with no context. It could be you're texting this, tons of emotional stuff, and then the next day, nothing. It's crickets. And then you're blocked maybe. And you don't even know what the heck happened. It's just silence.
Right. So when you go from just texting, now you're becoming more emotionally invested in a relationship. And when the other side just stops talking to you or ghosts you, how do you help your child, or how does a preteen or a teenager deal with that? And how do you not get to that point?
Oh, I don't know that answer.
I think I have one answer.
You do? What's the answer?
So if you're in a situationship and someone doesn't answer you back, Is it situationship?
Yeah, situationship.
If you're in one, you got to understand everyone's going to school, they have activities, maybe they're mad at their parents, maybe they're doing a test. So if they don't answer you right away, don't start like bombarding them with, hey, why aren't you there? Hey, why aren't you there? Answer me. What's going on? What? Like, that's a little bit overbearing. And when that happens, and I've seen it happen to my kids, they get blocked immediately.
Yes.
It's an immediate block. Like, younger people have no tolerance for the to be inundated with nonsense.
Right.
Which I can appreciate. So don't do that. Just take a deep breath and go, hey, if you're busy, just let me know, and just put that out there, and maybe they answer you or maybe they don't. But don't blame yourself, and don't think that the solution is to let me send more emails. Yeah, I think that's the first thing. Don't take it personal. They're busy, you're busy. It'll be okay. Take a deep breath.
Well, and also I think you said a really good point there, is that kids don't have the tolerance, the patience a lot of times. It's very much instant in the moment. So there is a quickness that comes with the block. Like if something's said or something's misinterpreted, the receiving party is very quick to block. And I think that speaks to some of the things we've talked to over the series about how it's really important for kiddos to learn that self-regulation piece.
It's part of the TikTok or Instagram mindset. You got about a 30-second window, and then they're disinterested.
Right.
And part of me appreciates that, because I get disinterested with adults very quickly when they come with nonsense. So I love their boundaries, but just take an extra breath and just be polite. So in the beginning, I will use my son as an example. We talked about this. When he started text messaging, I had to actually teach him some etiquette on text messaging, because his thing was, hey, and then no one would answer. And it's like, talk to me now. And it was very directive and very abrupt, and it was in capitals, so it was
screaming. Talk to me now.
And I said, give me the phone. And I said, look, you can't, would you talk to a person like that in person? He goes, no. I said, so you have to start off with, hey, how are you doing? How's your day? Do you have a moment to talk? And he's like, oh. And then he did that, and he's like, the person responded. And I go, shocker. And I said, you have to be, it's as if they're in front of you, if you're with them in school. And so some of the etiquette is, you can't just yell. It's not a game of Fortnite where you're talking trash to your buddy. If it's someone that you like, you have to sprinkle it with niceness and patience over it.
Sprinkle it with niceness.
Yes. So you can't just say, hey, your mom's 6'7". Like, you can't say something like that in a text message, unless and group chats are a little bit more wild in itself. So I think learning the etiquette of speaking to people and not blocking people right off the bat, because I've seen my kids get blocked, and they're like, I don't know if they blocked me. I think they blocked me. I'm not sure. And then they try to call, and it goes to voicemail, and they're like, they blocked me.
They blocked me.
Yeah, they blocked you. And then you got to work that out. So, yes, learn some of the etiquette, some nice words.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, and then again, you said it earlier, but realize that whatever the receiving person does or doesn't do, so if they do block you or don't respond, it's really about their dysregulation, not so much about you. So then but it leaves you dysregulated, so know how to take care of yourself.
Yes, absolutely. And then the last part is if they block you, they're ghosting you, or they're
ghosting you. Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I don't like. If you're ghosted, you're ghosted.
Yeah, and that's a hard one because again, you've been depersonalizing it. You take, personal. It's like a personal injury.
Yes.
We've kind of talked about that before in terms of when a relationship or a friendship ends, and so really just being able to be mindful. Again, it's not about you. It's that person just did not have those communication skills to say, "Hey, I can't be in this relationship right now," or "I can't continue in this way."
And just letting young people know, as well as adults face this all the time.
Right.
I've been ghosted. I was 40-something years old when I was ghosted. And it happens, and it downright sucks.
It's hurtful, yeah.
It's super hurtful, and you have to go through this phase of, I think, mourning the relationship, being angry about it, and then going, okay, it's not me, it's you, and just move on. And maybe it was a little bit of you, but it's okay. And you're like, okay, next time I have a relationship, I will either do better or respond better or be okay or just be more open.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah, I was ghosted. We might have to brain spot that one.
I was going to say, we're going to have a different conversation about that. There's some emotion there.
No, I'm okay.
I think that, the thing too, like we've talked about it throughout this series, is just, treat people how you want to be treated, right? And kind of lean into those values. There's a lot you can, the screen warrior syndrome and stuff like that. You can say a lot, you can be a lot behind the screen, but at the end of the day, is that who and who you want to be? Is that what you really truly stand for? So really knowing yourself, knowing your values, knowing if you go into a texting relationship or situationship with the intention of, this isn't going to go anywhere. I'm just going to mess around with this girl or mess around with this boy. That's really hurtful at the end of the day. So just know your intentions.
Right. And just be honest.
Mm-hmm. Be honest is super important.
Yes. Anything else?
I don't think so.
No.
Actually I do. I think the thing that is important is high school is in that stage of life, if we're talking about that, is just really that opportunity for you as a teenager to get to know who you are, get to know your likes, dislikes, trial and error with relationships. You're really just learning how to human. And so I think really just being graceful with yourself and the relationships, and just kind of taking it as a time to learn and grow, versus this is the only thing that I have. So this texting relationship is the only thing. I think kids get caught up in the fact that that's the only thing that they have, and there's nothing else. No one else will ever like me. But know that people will like you. There are other things available for you out there, and so just being open to that other ideas.
100%.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, know that there's someone else on the other side waiting, whether you meet them in person or you text them.
Yes.
Okay.
And you're worthy of being treated good.
You're super worthy. If your friends say otherwise, find new friends, because everyone is worthy, and don't put up with people talking bad to you, and give yourself some grace. If you make some mistakes and say something wrong, this is, as you said, you're human. Do you say humaning?
Oh, learning how to human.
Yeah, you're learning how to human.
Or humaning is good too. I like that. We made a new word.
Yes, I love it, because it's all about mistakes. You don't have to be perfect. Just be authentic. Find your values. And get into those relationships.
Yeah. Figure it out.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
That's all we have for today. Subscribe and like our channel. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you think. And remember, what we talk about, these are recommendations. These are not here to treat or diagnose anything. So if you need that, please seek the help of a medical professional. And have a great day.
Have a good day. Bye.